A big part of my job is called pulling water pipe. Pulling water pipe is essential to the plumbing of the apartment units I help construct. It is called pulling because I have to pull the hot and cold pipe throughout the holes in the joists to get it to its destination, and it can be rather tough sometimes. The water pipe we use is called Aquapex or PEX pipe. It is a 1/2 inch in diameter. The cold pipe is blue and the hot pipe is red. A joist is called a TGI and is part of the framing that holds up the ceiling and the floor. In between these TGIs are what we call bays. Water pipe goes to the following places: the tub and shower, the toilet or water closet, the bathroom sink or lav, the auto water box, or what we call the ADUB box, the kitchen sink, and the ice maker. This will give the unit its hot and cold water. If it's a double bath unit, you'll have additional lines going to the second bath, water closet, and lav. It is mandatory that lines that run along the joists be snailed. These are half-moon clips with nails to the joists so that they do not dangle and keep the weight when full of water. Lines that touch other lines or metal must be wrapped in foam. This ensures the pipe does not get pierced and also helps with sound vibration when water is running through the pipe. These water pipes are eventually connected to a manifold. The manifold is a small cylinder unit with ports sticking out on one side, and the ports that do not get used get capped. The manifold is then hooked up to a feeder line that connects to the main line. The feeder line for the cold is usually 1 inch in diameter, and the hot feeder line is 3/4 inch in diameter. The main line is the trunk that brings the water into the unit. The cold main line is 1.5 inches in diameter, and the hot is 3/4 to 1 inch in diameter. In addition to connecting the lines to the manifold, they get connected to their destination. The tub lines will get connected to the shower valve, the ice maker to the ice maker box, and the ADUB lines to the ADUB box, and so on. To connect the lines, we use what is called PEX gun. The PEX gun has different size heads that screw onto it, depending on the pipe you are connecting. A small ring goes on the end of the pipe before connection. These rings ensure a tight water seal. These heads then stretch the pipe little by little until the head is fully inside the pipe. You then take the PEX gun out and push the pipe onto whatever you're connecting to. The pipe retracts and resumes its original shape and is now connected. If I have to connect 2 lines together, I put rings on either end of the lines and a coupling goes in between them. After everything is properly pulled, connected, snailed, and foamed, we go to the next stage, which is called testing or charging the unit. Charging the unit means filling the unit and all the pipes full of water. A hose is strung out from one of the staircases where there is a feeder line coming up from the street. This hose is connected to a pump we use. The pump has a hose that is connected to the cold valve of the ADUB box. Both the hose going into the pump and the cold valve on the ADUB box have levers where we are able to stop and resume the flow of water. A gauge is attached to the hot valve on the ADUB box, and this will tell us how much pressure we have. The unit is filled to about 80 psi, and then we use the pump to push the pressure up to 120 psi. This is called testing because we are testing the lines, and because of this, we sometimes have leaks. If we have a leak, and hopefully we find it quickly, so we are not getting water everywhere, we turn the water off. Some days we have a lot of leaks. Sometimes we don't find the leak quickly, and so we are dumping water onto the ground somewhere, which is not good. A leak could come from multiple places: a pierced line, a line not connected, a faulty ring or coupling, a line that's not capped, and so on. When this happens, we turn off the water and fix the leak. Sometimes it's an easy fix, other times it takes a while. If we don't know where the leak is coming from, we have to find the leak, and it is not always in the unit we are charging. Because the plumbing in the building is in a way all connected, depending on what stage we are in, the leak could come from the unit, the hall, somewhere else on the floor, or on a different floor. And yes, these are the days I get wet. After we charge a certain amount of units, a city inspector comes out and checks to their satisfaction that we have done our job and the units are ready for future residential water use. The units have been pulled and are now good to go. Thank you.